You ready to read another story today?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Hey everyone, today we're going to be reading Mickey and the Beanstalk. You ready? Far, far away, where the trees were greener than the prettiest green, and the sky was bluer than the brightest blue, there was a place called Happy Valley. In Happy Valley, the brooks babbled, the birds sang, and everyone smiled all day long. The farmers whistled and hummed as they did their chores. Children sang as they skipped to school. In Happy Valley, every day was a happy day. High on a hill overlooking Happy Valley stood a magnificent castle. In the castle was a golden harp, who sang all day and cast magical spell of happiness over the land. But one day a terrible thing happened to Happy Valley. Someone stole the golden harp from the castle, and the magic spell of happiness was gone. The birds stopped singing, the brooks stopped babbling, the crops stopped growing, the cows stopped giving milk, and all the people of Happy Valley grew sad and hungry. "We must do something," said Farmer Donald. "We'll starve if we don't," added Farmer Goofy. "I know," said Farmer Mickey. "I'll sell Bossy the cow and buy some food." Mickey took the cow into town and sold her. When he returned, he said, "I sold Bossy for 3 wonderful beans." "3 beans!" cried Donald and Goofy. "We can't live on 3 beans." Donald threw the beans out on the floor in disgust. But they are magic beans," said Mickey, as he sadly watched the beans roll through a crack in the floor. But Goofy and Donald didn't pay any attention to what Mickey was saying. They were too tired and hungry to listen. During the night, a moonbeam shone through the window and through the crack in the floor onto the bean. The bean sprouted and began to grow. They grew into a stalk that lifted the house. The beanstalk climbed all the way up to the sky. In the morning, the hungry farmers woke up and looked out the window. To their surprise, Happy Valley was gone. All they could see from their window was a tremendous castle. "Let's go," said Mickey. "Whoever lives in that big castle must have plenty of food to share." Mickey, Donald, and Goofy climbed up to the top of the castle stairs, crawled underneath the front door. On an enormous table, they saw huge patterns of food, mammoth pitchers of fresh cold milk waiting for them. The farmers quickly climbed up onto the table leg and ate, drank, and laughed merrily. As they were finishing their meal, a tiny voice called out to them. "Who's that?" asked Mickey. "It came from over there," said Donald, pointing to the box that was on the table. Mickey, Donald, and Goofy moved closer to the box. "Who are you?" they said. "It is I, the golden harp," said with a soft voice. A giant kidnapped me and brought me here to the castle to sing for him." The farmers were very frightened to hear that the castle belonged to a giant. They were so frightened that they almost ran away. "Wait," cried Mickey suddenly. "We can't leave without the golden harp." "You're right," said Goofy bravely. "We have to rescue her and save Happy Valley." Just then they heard loud footsteps. Everything in the room was shaking as the footsteps came closer and closer. "You must hide," cried the golden harp. Mickey, Donald, and Goofy ran as quickly as they could to hide from the evil giant. The giant stomped over to the table and picked up a sandwich in his giant hand. He was just about to take a bite when he noticed that his sandwich was moving. "There's a mouse in my sandwich," roared the giant. "Oh, I'm sorry," said Mickey. "I had no idea this was your sandwich." He jumped from the sandwich to the giant's shirt and then slid down the giant's leg. "Run!" shouted Mickey to Donald and Goofy. The giant was furious. He chased the 3 farmers around the room until they were cornered. The giant reached down to scoop them up in his hand, but he missed Mickey. The great big giant put the tiny little farmers into the box with the golden harp. He locked the box and slipped the key into his giant big pocket. Then he sat down in a chair to take a nap. Mickey waited in his hiding place behind the pitcher. When the giant finally fell asleep, Mickey tiptoed over to the box and knocked. "The key," whispered the golden harp. "Get the key out of his pocket." Mickey hurried over to the sleeping giant. Very slowly and carefully, he pulled the key out of the giant's pocket. The giant mumbled something and stirred, but he did not wake up. Mickey tiptoed back to the box and unlocked it. Goofy and Donald climbed out, and they quickly lifted out the golden harp. The four were very quiet as they made their way out the front door. Just as they were sneaking past the giant, he opened one eye and let out a roar. Goofy and Donald ran with the golden harp in their arms. Mickey realized the giant couldn't catch them unless he could do something to distract them. "You can't catch me," Mickey taunted. The angry giant ran around towards Mickey, who dove under the rug. "Over here," Mickey said, but the giant was not fast enough to catch Mickey. Mickey ran toward an open window. "So long," he shouted jumping outside. Mickey ran to the beanstalk with the giant following close behind. He jumped on the beanstalk, slid down in a flash. Donald and Goofy grabbed a saw and cut down the beanstalk in the nick of time. The giant fell and crashed through the ground all the way to the center of the earth. The farmers took the golden harp back to her castle to sing, and from that time on, Happy Valley was happy once again. And the happiest of all were the three brave farmers, Mickey, Donald, and Goofy. We hope you enjoyed this book. Have a good day. Bye.